There are two basic models that are used to estimate intrinsic values. And the first model, which we'll look at in this chapter, is the discounted dividend model, which focuses on placing a value on the firm using any future dividends the firm will be expected to issue. The second model is the corporate valuation model, which places a focus more on free cash flows and uses free cash flows to put a value on a company's shares. So the corporate valuation model is covered in Chapter 9 in the text. But it's covered in the Chapter 10 slides. So this corporate valuation model we'll come back to later. It's very similar in terms of the process of doing calculations to the discounted dividend model, but it does use some terminology that we'll want to cover in Chapter 10 before we get to the corporate valuation model. So those are the two basic models. A lot of these are basically considered discounted cash flow models. And the corporate valuation especially is oftentimes referred to as the DCF model, which basically is discounted cash flow or discounted free cash flow. Other approaches to corporate valuation include a firm multiples approach, like a ratio analysis. And a lot of times this has to do with using the PE ratio to try to back out a stock price or a price to sales ratio to back out a stock price. We won't get into that in this course, but those are frequently used. Economic value added, EVA, is also another approach which you may see in the text, but we won't be covering in this course.